That's a vibe. She wanna vibe. That's a vibe.
What's really good, man? Welcome to the very first episode of 32 Good Minutes with your host, Chico Bean.
Yes.
And I am B-Dot, man. And Bean.
That you are.
I guess the first thing, man, just let the people know why we're even doing this podcast.
First of all, thank you to all the lovely ladies who have came and accompanied us in here today.
Yes, clap it up for
Appreciate you guys.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's nice in here. It's festive.
Yeah,
like
and this is the reason why we're doing this, in my opinion. My vision for this has always been just in a world that we live in now where most of the people's perspectives is given to them through their phone. People don't communicate anymore. There's no real conversation going on. And there's a disconnect between
Jay-Z line.
There's a disconnect between men and women that's been going on for a long time, but now more than ever, it's a little bit more difficult because there is no more interaction. There's no conversation going on. So it's my vision to have real conversation with real women from two dudes who have two totally different perspectives on love and relationships.
Absolutely.
You being a married man with children,
and you
me
being
thinking that shit is retarded.
Exactly. Somebody who will never be married.
No, it makes no sense to me. But
you said marriage is retarded or relationships, period?
Both.
Both just
You can't have one without the other. You can't have one without the other. Both. If a man has never kept it 100 with you, and then you run into somebody who does tell you the truth, how do you expect to be able to even digest that because you've never had it before? So what I'm trying to do is just give a perspective from somebody. This is just my personal opinions that I have, but it's coming from somebody who is a man who has been willing to accept the L of I might not get no pussy because I'm going to tell you I'm getting some other pussy.
So listen, we got a room full of females in here.
Yes.
They all are anxious to speak to Bean and to myself about these different types of conversations. So I guess it's only right that the 32 minutes starts right now.
Okay, let's do it. What we get into first, bro?
First, man, let's talk about the blame game. It's a segment we like to call Blame Game. I'm pretty sure all of y'all have seen Rob Kardashian go hammer on social media recently, right? And he went hammer because Black Chyna was in bed with another dude, all in the Versace robe, all in the bed that Rob has paid for, Bean. The house that Rob has paid for.
Right.
Got they baby in the bed while she's sitting over here doing all types of fornicative acts with this man in the bed with the child and all types of ridiculously. Who's to blame, Rob or Chyna?
Now, before we even get into it, I just think we all need to give Black Chyna a big round of applause.
Why are we clapping for
We're
Chyna?
clapping for Black Chyna. We're clapping for Black Chyna.
Why?
First of all, let's just. I think people.
Wait, every lady clapped.
Exactly, I'm gonna tell you why they clap.
Wait.
I'm gonna tell you why they clap. One of the reasons why they. Well, this is. I'll just say this first. Her name is Black Chyna, my nigga.
Yeah.
Like that's if you walk up to a woman and say, "Hey, how you doing? What's your name?" "Oh, I'm Black Chyna." What's your first thought? Like, "Oh, this bitch must be from the."
A strip club.
Exactly.
She's a cabaret, goddamn.
Right, exactly.
Absolutely.
So with that being said, you already knew this coming into the game.
Clearly, Rob didn't know that.
No. What we need to stop doing is putting our standards on motherfuckers who obviously don't understand the way that we was raised and brought up. This man is a Kardashian. He ain't never had to struggle or want for much of anything throughout his whole life. Black Chyna's from uptown D.C. Okay, she's from where I'm from. I'm proud of her, okay? Listen, do you know Black Chyna's Black Chyna's like a throwback hoe, like from the 70s. For real.
What does that mean?
I'm gonna tell you, ever seen the Mac? Remember when they were shooting dice and the nigga was like, I've been with her 2 years, ain't touched her once, got $200,000 from her. That's Black Chyna. The girl that walked up to Goldie and was like, what a girl got to do to get an audition to be with you? That's Black Chyna. If you can catch you a Black Chyna, man, you will make her $200,000. You ain't even got to touch her.
So you're not upset with Black Chyna taking advantage of Rob Kardashian?
No, I'm not. And first of all, listen, I'm not mad, especially not at the Kardashians, because, hey, look what happened to Lamar Odom, all right? His sister's been knocking niggas over the head for years. So I don't have any remorse, one, because you a man, and men need to stop thinking that she ain't gonna do that shit to me. Yes, she is. If you see what a woman's characteristics are, that's who she is. Don't think that you're gonna be that much of a great nigga that you're gonna be able to break her out of her standard.
Rob was ignorantly blinded, Bean. Rob thought that he had
what?
From that pussy. Clearly that's what it was. Clearly, she put that monster on him, Bean.
And congratulations to her. All right? Because, listen, if
How
she,
can,
can use that uptown D.C. pussy to make it into $1 million home and $100,000 surgeries and Lamborghinis.
Wasn't no $100,000 surgery.
No, it was like $3,500, but she told him it was $100.
Man, hustled the hell out of that.
Exactly.
God damn it.
I'm proud of Black Chyna. And listen, man, this is my perspective. I think it's always a man's fault. Like, I'm a student of Patrice O'Neal. I believe in that. I believe it's always a man's fault.
What
Everything is always our fault because at the end of the day, women don't operate from a standpoint of logic too often. It's mostly emotion. It's mostly emotional that they're coming from any perspective that they come from. Okay. So it's our responsibility to operate from the opinion of logic. So if you being a logical person, what would make you think as a man that you gonna make Black Chyna your wife? She gonna be your wife. This bitch from the hood with the big fat ass.
Yeah.
She in there making all types of noises on your dick you never heard before.
What type of noises, man?
All that good shit.
Look. One more time for people in the back. There we go. There we go.
She doing all that. And of course, you ain't never, Rob Kardashian so sweet. He like,
Yes.
And now it's easy. But
Yeah.
how could you be mad at her? She living the American dream, especially for a nigga from the hood.
I'm not mad at Chyna. I just thought it was interesting that you would applaud her. Yes, she saw a super lick. Like, everybody knew off the rip that all she wanted was the last name. Like, Chyna wanted to be a Kardashian. She saw the moment. She took the. I'm not mad at that.
Okay, what are you mad at?
But I just don't understand how there are marks like that, like Rob, on a consistent basis like that, Bean. I just don't.
What do you mean? How do you not understand it? You ever had some pussy before?
Absolutely, yes. And I've been tricked by a whore before, Bean.
Exactly.
But I haven't paid. But he spent astronomical amounts, Bean.
You don't have astronomical amounts to spend. You don't know if you was, but I can say this differently about Black men. Like, we grow up.
Is it a race thing?
In some situations, because we look down upon being a trick. Being a trick ain't cool in our community. That shit is lame as fuck. If you a trick, you lame. But white people don't have that same standard about
it ain't tricking
themselves.
if you got it? What about that comment? It ain't tricking if you got it.
A trick said that.
Niggas don't mind tricking off. Black youngster throw hella money. Black youngster don't mind tricking off none of his money, baby.
It's okay for you to trick off as long as you understand that if somebody come up to you be like, nigga, you tricking. You goddamn right I'm tricking. I got it. But we're not going to be tricked into paying for nobody's $100,000 surgery to get your nipples moved from the left to the right. We're not going to do that because we're going to have questions as niggas.
Rob,
like, who you want your titties to look good for? I'm already sucking the twisted titty. So what you want to change it for?
Rob should have known that Black Chyna was no good for one reason, Bean.
What's that?
What's her real name?
Angela.
Angela. And I don't give a fuck if it's real life or power. You don't fuck with no bitch named Angela. That's a fact. Something was said.
With that being said, you know what the bitch name from the Mac was that walked up on Goldie?
What was her name, bro?
Chyna doll. See, there you go. Depends on who you want to be.
Or Angela's.
Chyna's or Angela's. If you fucking with a Chyna, she gonna get you to pay $100K. If you fucking with an Angela, you might end up in jail. Either way, you fucked up.
All right, so listen, man. We got the ladies in here, the ladies around talking, we're looking and wanting to chime in, and we got a segment called Ask Your Ex. Okay?
This is going to be very, very entertaining.
Now, I'm going to read some of these out. I'm going to read because I emailed all the ladies, and if you would like to raise your hand when I read yours out to what you would like to ask your ex, up first, what would you like to ask your ex? I wouldn't ask his ass anything because he is a piece of shit and he might still lie.
That's pretty true to point.
That was Jen right there. Okay. I have one. What would you ask your ex? Why did you leave? Why did you let me leave, and you not come after me? That's one right there. That was Arlene right there. Okay. Would you like to chime in on that one, Bean? Would you like?
No, keep going.
Okay,
We're gonna wait.
One right here says, why couldn't you articulate that you loved me?
Okay.
Okay, right there. Okay. We'll ask right here. I would ask, what would you have done differently? Right there. Okay. I want some. The person said, what would you have done differently? Who was that person?
I meant like in regards to him, just overall, like he was. There was a lot of lying. You know, like for me, I prefer that you be honest. And if I tell you that, that's what I mean. I know a lot of women say that and they can't handle that. But for me, I'm a straightforward type person. And my thing is, even if I don't agree with you, don't like what you're saying, I can respect that. And then hopefully we could have had some mature, calm conversations. But instead, you know, there was like just the inconsistencies and the double standards and the line. And then there was like some overlap. Like, you know how a lot of men do. They don't wrap up or fully close out one situation before they get started up with somebody else. So see, that's a big issue. Then they don't understand why we're upset. Well, we want this and that. I mean, but you need to be upfront, disclose it all, and give me the choice to choose or say, well, okay, I'll be a part of this. I'll still deal with you, instead of saying something else. And so you're operating from that standpoint.
Bean, why, in your opinion, why do men lie?
Because they have to lie, and I'm gonna tell you why. This is coming from somebody. I don't lie to women at all. But this is the thing. The reality is, it's always good when you hear it. When you hear, I want somebody to be honest with me. But it's just like somebody saying, you know what? I can take a punch in the face until you get punched in the face.
Yeah, then
it's
you
always
rethink that.
different when you get punched in the face. And that's what I realize happens a lot with women when I meet them, because you got to understand the pressures that a man has to deal with. See, I think one of the biggest disconnects between men and women is that we don't respect the things that mean so much to each other. Like, men don't really get why y'all care so much about the shit y'all care about, and y'all definitely don't respect the shit that we care about. And this is one of the struggles of a man, right? Okay, so if I come up to you and I meet you and I say, hey, how you doing? Nice to meet you. My name is Chico Bean, your name or whatever. And we get to talking and I'm like, yeah, well, I just was looking at you from across the room and your lips look really thick. I was wondering if you can come out to my car and give me some head real quick. You see how all y'all react? That's the truth. But I can't do that. I can't walk up to you and say that.
Well, you shouldn't be. I mean, it's a little crass. You
No,
should probably
no,
dress it up a little bit.
That's the reality of that is keeping it. That's keeping it
But
100
there's a
at its
difference,
core.
Bean. Wait, Bean.
Yeah,
There's a difference.
between
Wait,
being
Bean. Wait.
honest and
No,
being
there's no
crass.
difference.
There is, Bean. There's a
Yes,
difference
there
in being honest and being crass as
Yeah.
fuck.
No,
That was crass.
No,
Hey,
no,
your
no.
mouth looks nice. I want you to
Okay,
suck
so
me off
you
in the car.
have to lie.
No, you have
So how do you ask for some head without asking for it?
You can ease into it.
You can
Ease into what?
Oh, I'm
Ease
interested.
into it.
I mean,
Tell
there's
me how
ways.
you ease
I mean,
into
there's
head.
ways that people can finesse.
I'm
into
definitely
that.
interested
Right,
into the
well,
ease into
think
head.
of- look at the, listen, Doc.
Wait, she was giving me a bone right there.
Listen, you heard what she said. People can finesse. Finesse is what?
A lie.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we lie. It's a pretty lie.
See, that's the thing. The women, see, I think that's real, Bean. I think women want the pretty lie, right?
Yeah.
But not a lie that's detrimental. Saying I want to take you out to dinner when really I want my dick sucked is totally different than fucking a bitch in the car and then come home and saying you didn't fuck a
Okay,
bitch.
so that's still lying. If I lie to you about yesterday being Wednesday, or I lie to you about stealing your money, I still lied to you no matter what the magnitude of the lie is.
So you're saying there are no levels in lies?
No,
A
if you
lie is a
lie, you
lie is a lie.
lying. If you lie, you lying, because a woman is going. If you lie about anything, a woman is going to remember everything that you said and start to question all the shit that you said.
You've never lied to fat.
To my daughter?
Yes.
She believes in Santa Claus, of course.
That's
and that's the thing. So I know that I'm going to have to explain to her why daddy's a fucking liar. Okay? One day I'm going to have to do that.
And she's gonna understand that and accept that you did that
Right,
lie.
but you know what? The crazy thing is, I'm not responsible for her emotionally in regards to her connection to a man.
Yes, you are.
My response.
You're her first emotional connection to a
I'm
man,
not talking
baby.
about in regards to when she actually gets to that point. She has to understand who I am and fall in love with me first. And once I do that, I'm not going to condition her to be okay with lies. I'm going to tell her, daddy's a fucking liar, baby. And if a man tells you a lie, he's not willing to sit down and look you in your face. If you catch him and say, hey, I lied to you because I'm a liar, then you might want to get the fuck on about your business.
But like 4 minutes ago, you just blatantly, adamantly stated that you do not lie.
No, I don't lie to women. I lie to my daughter because I have to. I have to.
I want to say something about lies.
I have to.
I want to say something about lies because I know that.
I don't lie. Listen, let me clear this up before you make your point. I don't lie to get pussy.
Okay, valid.
I don't lie in any regard
Valid.
to get pussy. I will never lie about what I do. I won't lie to get pussy, and I definitely won't lie to keep it. So, in regards to everybody lies. You're a human being. Everybody tells lies. Of course, my daughter thinks the tooth fairy left for $5 when her tooth fell out.
$5 $5?
$5.
You getting some big checks.
I mean, hey, that's what
No
she believes.
tooth is worth
I got
$5.
25 cents.
Easy. Change is what you get for the tooth fairy.
I mean, listen, there we go. Now we in here breaking down the magnitude of the lies we tell to our children. You understand? You see where we at with it? And that's what I'm saying. Like, it's a difference. But as long as I teach my daughter not to accept bullshit from a man, that's my job. I can't teach her how to be in love with somebody. She got to grow into that on her own. I just got to teach her the rules of what she's not supposed to accept and what she should look for through my actions. Now, as a father, it's a little different than being a single father than you being a married father. So you go ahead and make your point. I just wanted to clear that up
No,
about
you're
what
fine.
I don't.
I just feel like with lies, like I think lies are rooted first in like selfishness and immaturity, right? Like I don't think any dude goes into the relationship thinking that he's gonna lie. Like when a dude gets in a relationship, for the most part, I really believe that the dude wants to do what's right in the relationship, Bean. I believe he wants to be faithful to her. I think he wants to give her this vision that she has seen, this Prince Charming, white picket fence, all that. And then he goes that route. And then reality sets in. Then you're at the club, or then you're getting drunk, or then you're on social media, and then you're trying to resist all these temptations, and men are just weak. On an average basis, the average man is weak when it comes to temptation from women. Because basically, that's the main lie. Like lying about you spent money at the grocery store and you really spent it on lottery. Nobody gives a fuck about shit like that. But when it's lying about sex, that's when women get the most upset about it. That's the only when they all talking about he lied. I bet you everybody in here is something he lied about a female, correct? Whether it was social media or he was texting a bitch or fucking a bitch, whatever. So it's always that. And I really don't think a dude gets to a spot where he be like, you know what? Fuck all this. I done had enough pussy. I done played enough games, yo. This one right here, I don't want to lose this one right here. Okay. I'm going to do what's right. All right. And he fucks up. And when he fucks up, he still knows that that's a good fucking girl right there that he does not want to fucking lose. And that's where the lie comes in. The selfish part was taking his own feelings into consideration, not thinking about her, and then the lie came in because of that.
I mean, I can respect that, but also you got to understand that you need to know yourself. Like, this is the thing that I believe that men need to do. Set your ego aside, really strip yourself down and figure out who and what it is you want your life to look like. Because the reality is this. As a man, all of that stuff you just said is cool. A man gets in a relationship. He wants to be faithful. He wants to do this, that, and the third. But you got to think of what you have to become to even be a man that a woman will want to be with.
What do you mean?
You have to be built up. You have to have in coming into a situation, right? All of you women work. You all have a job, right? You all take care of your responsibilities. You can pay your bills. You can live your life without a nigga if you want to, right? Correct. Everyone in here. So if a man comes up to you, you have certain standards that he has to meet in order to get your time, because your time is valuable, correct? A man has to meet these standards. So a man has to come in, he got to have his shit together. He got to be, even if he's not where he want to be, he got to be working towards getting there. He has to treat you, he has to have potential. He has to be somewhat attractive. He has to treat you differently than you've been treated before. Therefore, you won't get the reminiscent of some other fucked up shit that's happened to you. He got to be funny. And then overall, once you decide to let the cloak down, he got to be able to fuck too, to keep you. So a man comes in with all of these characteristics built up about himself to get you. What do you have to do as a woman? You don't have to do anything before the emotion sets in. Because we're not really showing you who we really are until we fuck anyway. So therefore, you don't have to do anything but just wait and see if we meet the standard. See if we can fit into the suit that you done built up. And okay, okay, all right. Okay.
It's being
right.
I'm
gonna give him some pussy now.
It's being right. Show her hands. Wait. Show her hands real quick if Bean is right.
When in reality, and this is the fucked up part about that, in my opinion, when in reality, you as a woman know whether or not a nigga could get some pussy within the first 5 minutes of you talking to him. First second. Yeah. You know. So we come into the situation having to work for something that you already know you willing or not willing to give to us. So we come in and we have to build ourselves up and be cool and be all of these different things. And then once we get you expect the shit to go away and stop working on other hoes. What? Like, get the fuck out of here. I done went my whole life.
It sounds ridiculous what he says.
Like, I done went my whole
like it makes so much sense, but it sounds so fucking ridiculous.
Why is it ridiculous?
I don't know. I think
because
it's the
of the social standard.
Yeah,
that's what I'm
saying.
trying to break people out of believing. You don't have to, like, I hate that women feel like the only way that love is validated is if it's in the guise of what you believe since you was a little girl. Like, that shit don't mean nothing. A man can be in love with you and love you under the standard of what he feels is best in making your life better than when he wasn't there. Now, but women are always going to be like, well, if you ain't willing to commit, then that means you ain't. No, if I don't, like, that shouldn't be the standard of my love. Like, if I love you, you should know that I love you whether or not I'm with you or not. Now, you wanting to keep that for yourself is understandable because everybody kind of wants what they want, especially women. But the reality is, if you meet a man and he's already ready-made for you to want, you got to know that he got bitches. And it's going to be hard for him to be able to shake them hoes because you going to make sure that your man is together. If you a good woman, when a man get with you, you take him from being great and make the nigga a superhero. So now you got a whole super nigga walking around and all these bitches that's walking around just they ain't even looking for a superhero. They just looking for a nigga to just listen.
Put gas in the car.
Take the trash out.
Well, don't come at me then if you got all these around.
Hold on, wait. Hold on, wait.
It's because we don't want to be perceived as the Black Chynas of the world. All the guys in America or all the guys per se want to have your Claire Huxtables, but they want and be with the Black Chinas. So it's just like, where are we supposed to fall in at then?
I'm gonna tell you why they want to be with the Black Chinas, because the Black Chinas of the world, the women that are promiscuous in nature, if you want to call it that, there's a saying that I believe wholeheartedly. I picked it up over time, and this is, men want to get pussy without having to give up time, and women want to get time without having to give up pussy. You know, understand? That's the reality of it.
Is that real, ladies? Is that real?
Dries O'Neal,
hand raisers, that's real.
That's something that I learned.
All hands are raised.
Exactly.
All
That's
hands
the
are raised.
reality of it. So you got to understand that it's a game being played between men and women.
All the time.
So if I can, let's say you're the girl that I like you. You know what I'm saying? We done fucked already, and you know what I mean? It's more than that. You cool, we funny, you know how to play the weed, whatever it is that we do that make me not, hesitant about spending my time with you.
Right.
Like,
not make me want to leave soon as I
Not make me want to leave soon as I bust a nut.
Absolutely.
Like, you had that ability. So a man is going to always dedicate himself to that because our energy feels better. But the reality is, the work that I have to put in with you is something that is exclusive to a certain type of woman. A nigga don't always want to have to do that. Sometimes you just want to get your dick sucked in the back of the food line. And as crazy as that may sound, you, as a woman who has that standard about yourself, are going to elevate beyond that. And I can't really, and that's what women always say, you can't get there from your wife. Listen, the reality is, once we get used to, never underestimate how quick your soulmate turns into your roommate. A lot of these motherfuckers are just living together and don't have no more passion towards each other.
So that wasn't your soulmate.
And there's a lot of that going around. People with people, and I don't know.
No, it's okay.
It's for convenience. So they get hyped up about it. I mean, guys get hit with that all the time. After they've been with a woman for a long time, she'll start just pressuring about the marriage stuff.
Just get comfortable.
They go through it, and they'll go along with it. I think it's stupid, because that's a serious life-altering decision. You should be ready. You should.
Business decision.
Don't be just putting on a front for her because this is what she wants, and then all the problems start later on.
Now wait, because Arlene jumped in and said, I want you to repeat that, Arlene. What did you say for the guy who got all the bitches?
Yeah, because Bean was saying, the guy's like building himself up. He got all these chicks around, but if you got so many around, why come after another one when you got all these other ones waiting on you?
DJ Khaled, that's another one. That's the.
Oh my God.
Ever since we was kids.
You got to understand that there's a misunderstanding that somewhere down the line we got lost in, to where what's valuable to us and what's valuable to y'all. You know what's valuable to y'all? Emotion, time, organization, all of these different types of things.
Preach, boy.
You know what's important to us? Pussy.
And silence.
And quietness.
And sports.
And
absolutely.
freedom.
Yeah,
Just freedom. So you got to understand, every time we see the nut come out of us, when we first was like,
Fact. Did y'all see that? Did y'all see it?
Like, shit, this what this feel like. From that point on, we spent our whole life trying to put our penis inside of y'all. And the only way we can do that is if you allow it. So we have to make ourselves as presentable as possible to make you want to allow us to do it as easy as possible. So if I built myself up to be, it's like, I use this theory a lot too, it's like an amusement park. If I done spent 5 years making a ride at an amusement park, and I done been building it up, and this shit gonna be dope as a motherfucker. I can't wait. It's called the Bitch Breaker. It's gonna be great.
Is it a fast ride?
It's a fast ride.
It go high. It got loops
all the way around, like
loops.
7 of them.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be exciting. Niggas is going. The girl, the first, we gonna have all the bitches on the Bitch Breaker. Exactly. We just gonna be standing there watching. They gotta have their titties out when they ride and everything. I already got 100 bitches signed up for the first day
for the Bitch Breaker.
Right, and then I meet you.
Absolutely.
And because I meet a woman that I like, or that like me, and that I have some type of emotion towards, now you like, oh, can't no other bitches ride the Bitch Breaker but me. But I built it up for the bitches. Oh, well, now you got one, so you should let all of that emotion and things that you'd have been spending, time that you'd have been, you should let that go now.
Now listen, wait, from a lady's perspective,
yes, we can ride the Bitch Breaker together, but I want other bitches on it too.
She said we can't ride the Bitch Breaker together?
I got straight hair.
Hold on, wait. You know the rules. Microphone right here. All right.
But I'm just saying, like.
No, same voice you just had.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you my real voice.
Okay.
So wait, what I'm saying is, I mean, if you spent all this time, 5 years,
Yeah.
why can't I be the bitch on a bitch breaker? I mean, I can switch it up for you. Want a little Black Chyna? I can Black Chyna this motherfucker out.
You
know
know
what
how
I'm
many
saying?
seats I put on a bitch breaker?
Well, we can fucking
As
all
many.
love them then.
I mean, so you down with the
Menage a
togetherness.
twizzle.
What you with that?
I'm with it.
You are with it. Okay, so you being a woman that's with that, right? You meet a man. You meet a man that say, "Oh shit," because most niggas hear that and perk up because it's like, "Oh, titties."
Yeah,
but
I'm not interested.
This is the reality.
No.
I gotta be able to entertain you.
Fact.
You're a whole grown woman. Now I gotta figure out how to make sure you satisfied first. And then you okay with me bringing other bitches in. But now I have to also put myself under a certain restriction because there's rules to that shit. I can't show up with a bitch like, hey, this who we gonna fuck. Because you gonna be like, well, where did this bitch come
Yeah,
from?
how you know her?
How you know her? And
Yeah.
why is she so willing to fuck you and me?
Absolutely.
Like, how comfortable is she with you? All of those type of questions. That's the thing. It sounds good.
Yeah.
Until it's time to really do the shit.
Oh, it sounds good till you start spending more time on the guest. And the old lady madder than hell at your ass. Yeah.
Everybody gotta die.
See,
See
now
what I'm
everybody
saying?
gotta die. This was your idea, ma'am. This was your fucking idea. Look, Bean said something that I want to hear your perspective on. Why should he be solitary to just one person when he's made this big, magnificent ride? Or he's bigged himself up. He's made himself this big person that a lot of people are attracted to. Why does it make sense for him to be in a monogamous relationship? Can anybody answer that question?
I mean,
No, we already said why. He already told you why not. He told you why not because he's attracted to star status. He's
No,
lived.
no, it's
Not
separately
star
from that.
status. I'm
Yeah.
not talking about star status. I'm talking
Just-
about you've built yourself up to be
Yeah,
successful,
to be a
right? To be
success.
attractive to
Whatever it is you do,
to
yes.
women. Yes, regardless of what your profession is, right? And now all these women like him, but he's supposed to have the maturity and the I guess the resisting of temptation to just be monogamous with just one person. Why?
Women don't want to share. We don't want to share you.
Yes, right here. Okay.
Like, I mean, realistically, women don't really want to share their man with anybody. Like, I mean, they're simply put, they don't want to share. If you're this extravagant man and women see that, they don't want to share you. They want you all to themselves. Like, I mean, it's just that simple.
it's fine for you to want a man all to yourself. I would never say that there's anything wrong with a woman's perspective on what it is she wants for herself. You have every right to desire what you want to desire. My whole point is this, and like I said, it's always the man's fault. Niggas need to start being 100 about what it is that they want with y'all. This is my theory. I'm gonna let you
Women
know
would
if
still
you-
be single. You would still be just as single. Like, that's the reality. Like, if dudes was honest as you saying that they need to be, if dudes was sitting there like, listen, like, I dig you. Like, I think you super cool. When we together, like, you are the only person that matters to me. Like, I swear, I want to have a family with you and all of this. But there are going to be times when I want to get my dick sucked by other bitches. Who now, every woman in the building that would agree to those terms, raise your hand. Not one fucking hand is raised, Bean.
I got something to say.
Okay. Not one fucking hand is raised. So you're still gonna end up being single. Like, that's not gonna get you in a relationship. The honesty that Bean speaks of.
Okay. And I may be the only woman. I know I'm not the only woman, but I may be the only woman that will say this because I have been in a relationship long period of time, in different relationships, and everyone got cheated on. Okay. If y'all are gonna do what you do, if you're gonna be out here and you're gonna get your dick sucked behind Food Line, don't let me find out about it, because what I don't know won't hurt me. As long as I'm in my happy home and everything to me looks perfect and I don't look stupid and you don't got me out here looking like boo-boo the fool because you got all these different girls, get your dick sucked. Just use protection. Don't bring nothing back to me. I'm sorry. Because the way that I feel, men are going to cheat because there's so many different, because you got the Black Chynas that are coming, that are teasing, are good. You know, here I am, Claire Huxtable at home with the kids, and Black Chyna's over here giving out head in the back, like, you know, and it looks fun. It's appealing. It's whatever. Like, I can't lay in my bed at night and wonder if you're out here doing shit. Like, you know.
I respect that perspective. Jen. I really do. I respect that perspective.
I felt a butt coming on.
Yes, there is always a butt.
I felt a butt
I
coming on,
respect
man.
that perspective, but it goes back to the point that I was ready to make about what men need to do. And it needs to work this way. Either you need to be honest with these women 100% upfront about what it is you are going to do or aren't going to do, or step your lie game up, my nigga. Stop lying like you did when you was in the 7th grade. Elevate yourself. Become MacGyver of lying. keep her from finding out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you want, because I understand a lot. I understand why niggas got it. Like, you can't be. Come on, my nigga. You can't tell it. You just heard what it. I love you. You my wife. I'm never gonna leave you. We got children together. You my baby. But these hoes is sucking dick behind food lines.
They are, bro, for low prices.
For no prices.
No prices.
For me just being a nigga that got a car that got tinted windows and that roll up.
Yeah.
You understand? Whatever the reason is.
Yeah.
You can't go home and look your girl in the eye who you've made a vow of a commitment to and say, hey, baby, that's what the case is. So either don't set yourself up to put yourself in a position to have to do that, or become MacGyver, nigga. Make sure she never find out. Invest in your lies. Make sure that she is okay to never find out. Because for a nigga like me, I'ma tell you up front, this is the reason why I don't get as much pussy as I could get. Because and I say that on the surface level, because at the bottom line, that's what a man's desire is. You never see, a nigga has never seen any woman sitting in here when you in the club or at the grocery store, wherever he sees you at, and be like, boy, hey, Dot, look at her in that red dress, boy. Don't you like she can hold a hell of a conversation? Never once.
Never.
Well, I can't wait to talk to her on the phone. Not once. Niggas like, nigga, she got a fat ass. Look at her in that dress. Where does that come from? That comes from my balls. Like,
But she wears that dress to get that reaction, though.
We ain't even gonna get into that, because
That's next podcast? That's next episode?
That's something completely different. I'm just saying that's our nature. Our nature is we're hunters. We gotta get you. Like, pussy, I got it. She gave it to me.
Let me ask this to the ladies. And I saw you had your hand raised. I'll let you get that out, because we got time is moving
Yeah,
fast. Listen, who are you more upset with when your man cheats? Him or the female?
It depends on the situation. Okay. Like, you're gonna be mad at him regardless. You're mad at him no matter what. Mm-hmm. But if you're mad at the female, it kind of depends on if she knew. Like, if I know you and you know that we were in a relationship, and at that point you've stepped boundaries, and now you gonna have to see me.
Now, if she knows you, or if she just knows that he's in a relationship.
Both.
What if she doesn't know you?
But if you know that he's in a relationship, like, y'all work together, you don't have to know me, but you know he's in a relationship. You see my picture, you are
right there on his cubicle,
right
there, with a heart around it.
You're still being disrespectful, and you still grounds to get.
Now the twins looked at the same time and said, "Fuck her. I'm mad at him off the rip." So y'all not upset with her at all? She not. He holds all that weight.
Oh no, I mean, he's gonna get it first.
Yeah.
Oh, he's getting it first.
Yeah.
Like, but she's gonna get it too, if I know her.
Right.
Even if I don't know her, she better not cross my path. I'm just saying, but yeah. But he's gonna get it. You also have the women that don't even like. I mean, well, they know he's in a relationship, so they shouldn't even accept the boundary. But the man, first of all, you're disrespecting our household, so you're gonna catch it first. Yeah, the female, obviously, she gonna do what she do. She is a hoe. She a black Chyna. That's what she gonna do. But as my man, you should not step out. Period. That's just point blank. Period. I'm gonna go for the man first. I'm gonna cut his balls off.
That makes
sense.
Cut
his balls off. This nigga's balls.
But listen, like I said, like the point.
And he told her something different. You still feel the same about
Hold on.
that?
Say what question did you have?
I was asking them, is her point of view still the same if the lady is not a hoe? Say if he lied to her and led her on if it's a situation like that, is your view any different?
Oh, can't possibly be upset with her at that point.
No. And it goes back to my point. It's his fault.
Yeah.
Like, it's his fault. Point blank. Period.
We need a tag team.
Right. She didn't know. Like, he lied. Right.
I agree.
Yeah. Then I'm going with her and be like, yo, we gonna get this dude. Like, I mean. So I had a situation where a dude actually stepped out, got a girl pregnant. Should I be mad at her? She didn't know. It was on him.
She didn't know what, that he was with you?
Had no idea.
No, you can't be upset with her. He was,
No,
yeah,
I wasn't, but he got it. Still want it though.
I mean,
on that note, time, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my God.
Time.
Jesus Christ.
Time.
Oh man.
That has been 32 good minutes. We're gonna wrap this up with just from the audience, and Ben, we'll get some final words in.
Yeah.
But I would first like to ask the ladies who were at our very first podcast.
Yes.
First, did you enjoy yourselves?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much. Clap it up one time. Thank y'all very much for coming through. And what did you learn today? If anything, maybe you didn't learn shit.
I learned Chico's never, ever in life getting married.
No.
Okay. He told you that relationships are what, Ben?
They're for people who don't make good logical decisions.
relationships are for people who don't make good logical decisions.
That's what they are. That's what they are.
God.
That's what
And you
they
can
are.
respect that, Jen?
Because
Jen, you are so damning.
To accept the thought that a relationship makes logical sense is not being
A
fucking.
relationship does make logical sense.
How? How does it make logical
Sharing your
sense?
life.
How many faithful niggas you know, Dad?
I know two.
Me too.
I know two
niggas.
I know two
You know how
faithful-
many niggas I know total?
That's not the question.
No, I'm saying. No.
Bing,
How is it possible?
Bing, wait. Is it difficult to be in a
Every
monogamous
girl is like,
relationship?
hey,
It's
you know, Bing.
abso-fucking-lutely one of the most difficult things in the world.
Okay.
But is it illogical to think that you can spend the rest of your life with somebody and have a family with them? Abso-fucking-lutely no, Bing.
Oh, it's not.
And to preach that is ridiculous.
It's not
No, it's not.
illogical
No,
to
it's
think
not.
that. But it's logical for you to tell a woman, I'm going to do whatever it is I'm going to do for till death do us part.
Yes.
Knowing goddamn well you not.
When you in that moment, Bing, in that moment,
Come on,
and in that
man.
time, no, it
Get
ain't
the
no
fuck
come
outta
on.
here.
I'm keeping it a band, and one day you might find somebody to make you get just fucking in a force field where you like, you know what? Fuck all these other bitches.
Okay, I hear a lot of
Fuck
people.
all these other
I hear a lot of
bitches.
people say it's never about the bitches.
It is.
It's not about the bitches.
What do
That's
you
the
mean?
problem. It's not about the bitches. It's about you. As a man, stop faking like you are into the shit that they into. You don't believe that shit as a man. In your core, you do not want to fuck one woman for the rest of your life.
No, but you do want to make one woman happy for the
Then
rest
you
of
don't
her
have
life.
to just fuck her to make her happy.
No, but what I'm saying is
You don't.
But what I'm saying to you is,
You
if not
don't.
fucking other bitches is what's gonna if that's the deciding.
No,
factor.
it's-
So listen, wait, Bean.
Okay, go ahead.
If fucking bitches or not fucking bitches is gonna be the deciding factor in her happiness, then you have to make a decision. You
Okay.
have to make a fucking
Okay.
decision,
So-
a mature
Okay.
fucking decision.
Okay, so
is
you-
it a difficult decision? Yes.
Cool.
It's also difficult for me not to drive to Winston and smoke a fucking blunt. But
Okay.
I have to make that decision, Bean.
Okay, you do have to make that decision. Okay, you make that decision. You make that decision, and now you dealing. And that's the thing. I don't want to put all the pressure on just getting some more pussy because it's not about that. It's about peace of mind. So now you accept it. I'm never gonna fuck no other bitches. And now you dealing with her, not appreciating the fact that you going through this bullshit on a daily basis.
Ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you for listening for the very first podcast. We will see you next week, same time, same
Love y'all,
podcast.
man.
Appreciate
There we
y'all.
go.
Jen is so
It
damaged.
don't have nothing to do with being damaged.
Oh no,
bro.
that definitely.
No, it
To
doesn't.
accept the train of thought that relationships are
Whoa.
people who don't make logical, good
That's a vibe. She wanna vibe. That's a vibe. Yeah.